Well, that was embarrassing. um, okay, I think I'm now live, and I think you can see me and you can hear me. But if you can't, let me know. Okay, well, I turned it off and turned it back on again, and it seems this old trick always work. But unfortunately, we had to switch our YouTube live, the link, we had to switch it. So a lot of people are still waiting on the old YouTube live stream, and I do apologize about the technical issue we've just had, but we're just gonna try and give everybody a few more minutes for them to join us on a new stream from the previous one. Favren, if you can help funnel everyone from the previous live, that would be great. And again, everyone, sorry for the slight mess up here. We're just gonna wait just a few minutes before we move forward. In the meantime, did you actually hear any of what I said? Because I had a beautiful entry and it didn't go live, but I'm not sure if it was live for some people. Oh, you didn't? Okay, okay, bear with me. Okay, we will have to wait slightly. So I'm sorry again, everyone. Please bear with me. Just give us a few more minutes to try and get everyone from the previous chat live, basically on the previous one to the new link we've just shared, because everyone is still waiting on the previous link, and I'm not on there anymore because of the technical mess up. So please, please, please bear with us just a few more minutes before we can get started. In the meantime, you can ask me any question. I was really preparing a nice intro. I had it all planned, and I actually did do it, but no one was able to see it because I wasn't live. I'm gonna try and do it again, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna relax and wait for everyone to join us. Just a few more minutes, and we should be moving forward. The changelog, as Daniel asked for, it's roadmap.plutio.com. That's where you can find the changelog. See, always something has to go wrong on every workshop we do. Something has to go wrong. But hey, we an amazing community. We always pull it out together, and we actually have a great time. And this time is no different. We're gonna have an absolutely amazing time. I have some absolutely great news to share with you from stats, astonishing numbers actually, on how Plutio has done over the past year. I'll show you. Gonna go back in time and see how Plutio beautifully evolved into this amazing platform now that is super customizable and tailored to you and your needs. And then I'm going to take you through some of the three features, well, not some, but the three features that we're deploying today and you will have access to, and all of you have been waiting for a very long time, including me. So, and then after that, we are going to talk through some of the features that you should expect early next year. So by the time you're back from a holiday, probably 50% of them will be, the progress will be way on the way. So expect some amazing features I'm going to announce in a moment that will be coming in 2022, early 2022. And then I'm going to share with you our roadmap for next year, 2022, right? Yeah, 22. That's right. Yeah. And then I'm going to give away a lifetime Plutio for one winner who's going to stick with us to the very end. Okay, the viewer number seems to be going up, so I think we are nearly ready to go. Just a couple of more minutes. We still have about 30 people waiting on the previous link. Awesome. How is everyone doing, by the way? Where are you joining us from today? Thailand, Netherlands, Italy, India, Greece. What's Denton? Ohio, Cambodia, South Africa, Israel. So many people from the Netherlands joining us today. Zimbabwe, Denmark. Wow, we're super global, right? Only one from the US right now. Oh, yes, it's very early in America right now. I do apologize. We usually have it American time, but this time I thought might as well, try and keep it in our local area. Bahrain, Brazil, Oregon, Turkey. This is absolutely brilliant. Okay, 50. I think the viewer number has reached to the number that was before. So I think almost everyone has joined us now, and we are ready to get cracking. So again, thank you so much for joining this Plutio end of the year update, where I'm going to take you through some of the amazing features that we're planning for next year. So I'm going to take you through our roadmap and our vision for 2022. And I'm going to also announce 3 features that we're launching today. And I'm going to take you through them, including scheduler, importer, and Square integration. And I'm going to take you through them one by one today as well. And before I do any of that, I will introduce you to the new teammates, and we will together go back in time and go through the journey of Plutio in the last year, how Plutio evolved into what it is today, and all the amazing features that we've launched last year, well, this year still. So let's get started. First things first, let me talk to you about how Plutio helped you and others all around the world. Let's talk about statistics, stats, numbers. And the numbers I have right here are astonishing numbers. So, as you can see in front of you, over 1.5 million tasks were completed on Plutio. I mean, this number is so amazing, it blows my mind. And the next one is even crazier. 31 million minutes tracked on Plutio. That's an equivalent of 60 years. Imagine. I can't believe this. Like, when I saw these numbers, I was like, wow. 31 million minutes tracked on Plutio since we launched the Time Tracker this year. And over $20 million in invoices were paid to people all around the world, from every single corner of our world. $20 million processed. So also we have like over 500,000 projects completed on Plutio, and we have, other numbers that are amazing as well. But these 3 numbers are the ones that I want to focus on and show you how powerful Plutio is and how it really is helping people from all around the world get work done and be more productive. And I'm hoping these numbers will increase dramatically over 2022 as we're going to be launching some features that will truly change the game for you as a small business owner. So this is the statistics for for the last few years. And now one of my favorite parts of today is the team. I remember when it was only me, it was a one-man show. I was running the whole entire Plutio show. And now look at us. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. We're 8 people and we're still growing. We're actually looking for 2 more people to join us, for a developer and for a community manager, for someone who can take on our social media and create some amazing videos and spread the word. Show everyone what Plutio really is. Show all the amazing benefits and features Plutio offers to everyone. So if you're interested in joining our team, check Plutio's careers page. That's plutio.com/work-with-us. I should really change that URL to something a bit simpler, but you can just Google it, work with Plutio on Google, and it showed up. So we're looking for a community manager and a developer. And if you're interested, you should definitely join our team, completely remote. So as you can see, we've grown and we're still growing. And that is a proof of how strong Plutio is. And we're obviously planning some amazing stuff for next year, which I'm going to go through in a second. So who is who? Okay, good question. So Leo is the first one here. That picture is so old, I need to change it. Davidas is our lead developer. Favren is our customer support. You probably talked to him at some point since you've joined Plutio. Melvin is our brilliant developer. Igor is a new developer who's just joined us, and Danny is our content creator, and Joe is our customer success manager. CJ is our API guru. He's back-end guy. So he's going to be helping us integrating Plutio with as many apps as you can imagine starting 2022. Now, going back to my face, how can I switch that off? Right, here's me. So what I'm going to do now is we've gone through the statistics and we've gone through the team. And now we're going to go through some of the features that we've launched this year, just to give you an idea of, because, these are things that we take for granted, but I'm going to just show you how busy we were last year and some of the amazing features that we've launched. So many of you would actually remember. So I'm going to share my screen right now. Let me know if you can see my screen, because I'm not going to do the same mistake twice where I go through the whole thing and then no one actually were able to see my screen. I will talk you through any questions at the very end. Don't worry. But can you see my screen now? Brilliant. Okay, brilliant. Right. Can anyone remember this? This is Plutio like towards the beginning of this year. Can you remember it? Just look at it. Look how, I don't know how to name this, but like it wasn't customizable. It was so basic. And that's just like the beginning of this year. And just imagine in 1 year, look at Plutio now. Look how fast we've worked. Look how customizable it is. Look how personalized it is. Look at the dashboard and how beautiful it is. Like seriously, in 1 year, maybe less than that. Like I go back on these screenshots and I was like, wow, how was Plutio like? How did I design Plutio to be like that? But now look how powerful and customizable Plutio is today. And some of the features, so as you can see, the major feature we launched this year was the interface, the UI. We've completely revamped our UI. So it's fully customizable. You can customize the colors, the interface to match your brand. We added some important information like the stats here, quick actions like the quick creation buttons. We added more filter options. We made the tables and views way more consistent and more easy to navigate. And we just actually added this little button, which you can turn on and off the light as well. Just added it to the main menu here. We've made it super easy to design and customize your proposals, invoices using the new design editor. So we've added so many options to it, and it's so much easier now to customize without writing a single line of code. And one of my favorite features was the menu editor, which, as you can see, so look at this menu here and then look at the one here. So you can add your own icons, you can add dividers, you can remove or add pages, and you can customize this per user role. This feature can be found under here, menu editor. As you can see, you can customize the whole menu however way you want. And you can also customize the project menu as well if you want. And next year, you'll be able to add widgets to this menu. So you can add let's say, because we're actually working on inbox right now. That's one of the things I'm going to talk to you in a minute. We're working on inbox, which will allow you to communicate with clients so much easier, and it will have a Slack / Discord sort of style. And one of the things you're going to be able to add to your main menu is like widgets. So time tracking widget, you'll be able to add direct messages widget, latest messages, news widget, or anything like that you would like to have access to in the main menu. So this is one of the features that I really liked, and we've launched this year, that many of you have actually took advantage of and customized their Plutio workspace to fit their brand. And the brands and the customization we've seen, stunning, absolutely stunning. And the other obviously feature that we launched which is a huge feature, is the dashboard. I've customized one right here, so you can see mine right here. So you can add an agenda, you can add different metrics and track goals against them. You can see charts, so you can see how many invoices are paid or they're still in draft. You can add a notes section, you can see the project statuses, your tasks, and their, you know, which stage they're at, and you can see like a heat map of, you know, when you track time or when you completed tasks and so on. And this is fully customizable for you and for your clients. So you can create your favorite, your, you know, ideal client portal. And so when they log into their workspace, they see exactly what you want them to see, the way you want them to see it. So dashboards is one of the amazing features we've launched this year. And guess what? You can also pull information from third-party sources. So you can connect your dashboard to your database or through the API to another platform and pull data into your dashboard. The other feature that we've released this year is forms, which allows you to create stunning forms, and you can basically publish them and accept payments. You can create sort of automation after the form is submitted through Zapier. So it's pretty cool. And next year, forms will have multi-page support and logic condition as well, which will make it super powerful. So forms, another feature we've released this year, which is absolutely amazing, and it has been used like crazy since we've launched it. And another hidden feature that you might or might not know about is the /command feature, which basically allows you to start using the /command to add widgets and into your text editor. So you can basically add a title and start typing without having to click anything, just / and then you can start typing. Checklist, images, videos, however way you want. And you can add even a call out. So you can add a little banner which has a little bit of information. It can be red, it can be blue, it can be yellow, you choose. So this hopefully makes it super easy for you to edit and to add information without having to use your mouse as much or your mouse pad, and just using your keyboard and the /command. And obviously with the design editor, with all the design options, now you don't really have to write a single line of code. We've added little things like being able to choose the different states, you know, to change the colors or the different paddings or whatever on your buttons on a different state. So when they're default, they will have a specific color and a style, and when you hover over them, they will have a different style as well. So we've added so many little things that make a huge difference and makes your life so much easier, especially when it comes to designing your proposals, invoices, and contracts to match your brand. So these are just some of the features that we've launched this year, and obviously Plutio has evolved dramatically. So there's so many little things that you can see that has changed over the last year, and we're so proud of what we've accomplished so far. Now to the fun stuff. Now I'll show you Scheduler, I'll show you Importer, and I'll show you Square integration and how Square could potentially save you heaps and heaps of money. So stay tuned, as I'll be back and take you through the three new features just in a moment. Okay, thank you for waiting, and I'm now ready to show you the scheduler. Can you see my screen? Still all good? Can you hear me clearly? Imagine, I'm gonna try and do that next year. I'm gonna use this time to change my whole outfit to make it a bit more fun. Okay, so why did we build a scheduler inside Plutio, right? So a lot of you definitely has used a scheduler at some point, Calendly or any other tool to book appointments, right? But it's disconnected, you know? you want people or clients to book appointments when they pay an invoice, or when they sign a proposal, or when they fill a form. So it's sort of part of your workflow, yet it's disconnected from your workflow and your business workflow. So we build our own scheduler to bring it all in one, because that's what we're trying to achieve. That's our mission, is to make Plutio the ultimate suite of tools you'll ever need to run and grow your entire business. You won't need any other tool, hopefully, in a very soon future. So we've built a scheduler into Plutio, and next year we are going to try and connect it to the entirety of Plutio. So it'll be integrated with your proposals, with your invoices, with your forms. So when someone signs a proposal, you will be able to add a flow or a page. So once the proposal is signed, or the invoice is paid, or the form is submitted, you show them a prompt to book an appointment with you. So the scheduler is currently launched, but it's in beta. So you will have to enable beta to be able to try out the new scheduler. And you can do that from the settings page. So if you go to settings from right here, and you scroll down to beta program, and just turn this on to be able to access it. And now I'm going to take you through how it works. Remember, it's in beta, so your feedback is greatly appreciated. If you find bugs, if you find a better way of doing something, any improvements, ideas, bring them our way through the live chat built into your app, and we will add them to the list to work on them as soon as the team comes back from the holidays. So the scheduler will be available as a main menu item, just like all the other products that you have on Plutio. So you'll be able to access it from here. And with the menu editor, you can rename it and edit it however way you want. Now, as you can see, the overview looks just like any other overview on any other pages. It has stats at the very top to give you an idea of how many schedulers you have and what state they're at. And then you have your schedulers right here, and you can create as many as you want. Let's go ahead and click on one of the ones that I've just created. Right now, here's what you will see. And again, this is in beta, so it's not final. And you can try this right now. You can play around with it. We've tested it like nonstop to make sure that it actually works, even though it's in beta, so you can actually use this. So the idea from here is that eventually you'll be able to add multiple pages. And here you can add different options if you want, different questions if you want to ask more questions. So it's block system based. So it's just the same as building an invoice or a proposal or a contract. You can build a scheduler just like you can do with the rest. Right here on the side menu is the organizer. Here you can specify who you want to be the person responsible for hosting any appointments booked through the scheduler. For now, I've set it to me. And remember, the scheduler is going to use the availability of the organizer, and you'll be able to customize the availability from settings and through the My Availability tab. It's a new tab called My Availability. And right now we only use it for scheduler, but in the future it will be used for more stuff like the live chat. When are you available to live chat? When are you available to receive email or to receive communication from clients? And so on. So you can customize your availability from here, and then from the scheduler, it automatically connects to the organizer. So here you can choose. Right now, we don't have any integrations, so you can add a link to your Zoom or Google Hangouts or Google Meet or any other platform, or maybe just a physical location, if you will. So this is a text area, so you can add anything in it. But in the future, we will be integrating with third-party, conference calling, so you can basically just add them, and they will create it for you automatically. They will create the location for you automatically. And then here we have durations. The cool thing here is that you can add as many durations as you want. You can add, one for 10 minutes, and then for the 30-minute one, you can even charge for it. So I can say, I want to charge $30 for the 30-minute one. So you can add as many durations as you want, and you can choose if the duration is free or is paid. And this is per duration. Here you can add buffers, the normal basic settings where you can set a buffer before the event or after the event, so it gives you some time to prepare between events. Here, any limits like the minimum notice that you require before someone can book an appointment in this scheduler, and the booking window. So this basically allows you to specify if you want people to book for a rolling 60 days from now, or 30 days, or forever. And then the billing, which allows you to select, basically to select if you want to collect payments, and if so, what currency, what payment methods, and if you want to send a receipt after the payment has been paid. So you can specify all of this right here. Super easy to follow, super clean to understand. And now I'm going to show you how it looks like. But actually, before that, these two tabs, obviously the design tab, ultimately you'll be able to customize the design of your scheduler completely. You are in control of every single pixel. You'll be able to customize the colors, the padding, the margins, the border radius, everything to make it look exactly like you want it. And here is the notification center. So you can choose the kind of notifications you want the scheduler to execute. You know, you want to send an email, a confirmation email to you and your clients, or do you want to send a reminder, or do you want to send a cancellation? So you can customize this all from here. Now, going back to the editor, I'm going to click on, actually, I'm going to publish this. So active. I'm going to copy the link just to show you how it will look like. And that's roughly how it would look like. This is the default style. Obviously, you can customize it completely. And again, this is still in beta. So the customer will be able to choose the duration. Is it, you know, the 30 minutes? Is it 10 minutes? And everything updates in real time, as you can see. Then they will select the day that they, you know, would like to book an appointment with. And obviously, it shows how many available slots on that day. Then they can select the time. Here it shows them the time selected, and the date and time selected, and the time zone they've booked within. Then next, here is the form, which you obviously can add more options to as well. So they can fill in their name, their email address, and any other information that you would like to ask them. And then schedule event. And then that's it. It's confirmed. So now, depending on your notification settings, they will receive an email with the confirmation, and they can add the event to their calendar as well to make it super easy for them to not forget about this event. They can cancel the booking, or they can reschedule it as well. So as simple as that, you know, just you can share the link, you can create a link and share the link with your with anyone. It's your availability, and they can book appointments with you super easily. And if you add a payment method, they'll be asked to pay if you want to request that. If you want to charge for them, they will be asked to pay through the payment method before the appointment or the booking is confirmed. So this is scheduler, early stages, but pretty cool, right? Any questions about the scheduler before I move forward? You can embed the scheduler. Yes, you can do that, definitely. And you can do that from here. Actions, you can copy the link, or, oh, it's not yet published, but you'll be able to see the embed option right here. And it will look exactly the same as you would embed a project board. Yes, a Google integration is working right now. So you can integrate it with Google. And very good point, it will cross-check if you have any events on your Plutio calendar or your Google calendar as well. So it will not double book you, if that makes sense. It's only out in beta today, yes. Hold on, let me just go through. You can change the layout. Yeah, you have CSS style sheet access. So technically, you can customize this however way you can imagine. You have full access to the style sheet. People can cancel and they can reschedule. Yes, it creates events in your Google and Plutio calendars. No, SMS not yet, but next year definitely with automation, because we're going to be adding SMS to automation, so it will be something we're going to be working around that time. It does not integrate with Apple Calendar right now, no, but I'm sure you can find a way to integrate Google Calendar with Apple Calendar, but you know, somehow. API full access, yes. Yes, it syncs and it checks in through different across different calendars. Okay. Now, let's move on to the importer. So all of you know that you can actually export from Plutio, right? Let's just see if our lead developer actually deployed the importing feature to staging. Yeah, it did. Oh yeah, he did. Okay, so fantastic. So as you know, you can export almost anything in your Plutio account, right? And you can export things from other platforms like, Basecamp, Trello, Asana, whatever you're using, and then import it into Plutio. And it doesn't need to be only tasks. You can import invoices, projects, tasks, contracts, contacts, almost anything. And through our new advanced importing feature, which is now here. So where you used to export, now it's import/export. So if you go anywhere, almost to projects, if you go to your invoices or contacts, you'll be able to see this little button here called import/export. If you click on it, you can then choose if you want to export or if you want to import. Click on import, drag the file. We actually have templates as well to help you. So if you go to help.plutio.com and search for import, you'll be able to access and download the importing templates so you can match whatever file you've exported and you want to import into Plutio. You can match it through the template and import it into Plutio with ease. So once you upload the file, you can then move on, match all the details right here, like the date and the time, and check if the file has any row headers. And then next, this is the fun bit where you can basically match the columns of your imported file to the columns on Plutio. So here's first name, here's user role, here's the status, where is the status? Company, and so on. So anything you don't match will not be imported. So you can skip columns if you don't want to import them. And here it gives you an idea of how many columns you've matched out of the total columns that are imported. And it's as simple as that. And then, for example, here's the contact email. So you can connect this to an email address. And once you're happy with the matching, you can just complete the import. Any errors you might have, like this, will basically, this is still in beta. So if you faced any issues like this, just let us know. But this is basically telling you that you can't you can't import owners because obviously there's only one owner available per workspace. So disconnect this. And here we go. I've imported all the Leos that I've exported earlier on today. So now we have 3 Leos on the account. So importing, here is how you can do it through our column matching system. So it should be very, very easy for you to start importing things into Plutio. So now, any questions on importing, by the way? People start speaking in Dutch now. Okay, cool. So let's move on to the Square integration, which is super, super simple. And apparently, with Square, you actually only have to pay a transaction fee of, let's double check that, Square fee. 2.6, yes. So if you're using Stripe, you might want to consider using Square because Stripe charges you 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction, as opposed to Square charging you only 2.6% plus 10 cents per transactions. And obviously, if you do big transactions, then it makes a huge difference. And I'm so proud to say that after a year, it took us 1 year to integrate with Square. It's so complicated, but I'm so proud to say that it's finally here. And you can access it from settings, financials, Square, and you can activate it from here. So again, this could potentially be saving you heaps and heaps of money. So take a look, explore it, and see if it's actually any good for you. But again, we now integrate with Square natively, and you can accept payments through your Square account. Okay, cool. So These three features, scheduler, importer, and Square integration, were the main three features that we've been working on over the last couple of months. And we were just pushing so hard to try and finish them and release them before the end of 2021, which is in the next couple of weeks. But since only about a week or so left, you might also expect the first phase of the new inbox. So what we're working on now is basically a brand new inbox experience that will look something similar to Slack and Discord, making it super smooth to communicate with your clients and teammates right from Plutio. And the idea is to also build a native inbox app, so you wouldn't have to basically go inside your Plutio account, navigate to inbox, and then reply to messages. You will have two apps then, the Plutio and the Plutio inbox app, so you can quickly communicate and message people through the app instead of juggling inside your Plutio workspace. So we can try and separate them in a very soon future as well. Now, inbox is something coming up, hopefully, if not this year, very, very early next year. But what you should expect in the next few months is automation. Automation is going to change the game 100%. We've been planning it for the past few months, and we actually had a nice brainstorming session with some of our power users, which, FYI, you can be in that community. You can join us. Just ask Favren for an invite. If you've been with us for at least 6 months, you can join our power user community, where we brainstorm some crazy ideas, and you'll have access to some sneak peeks before anyone else, months in advance. So what is automation? So automation, think about Zapier, Integromat, or any of these tools, but the first phase is integrating and automating your entire Plutio suite product. So with automation, you can create as many workflows as you want, and you can set them to do things like when a task has a certain task custom field, then move it to a different task board, or assign it to someone, or complete it automatically. Or if an invoice is paid, create a project, send an email, follow up after 2 days, and then send a scheduler. And you can do things like, if a proposal is signed, then automatically create invoices under a payment plan, like 4 invoices, and send them on 3 different or 4 different days. You can go crazy with it. You can do almost anything you can imagine, set up any workflow you can imagine. And we're hoping to integrate with third-party tools as well. So yeah, you can integrate your entire Plutio and automate your entire Plutio, but what about SMS? What about third-party emails? What about integrating it with third-party apps like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and so on? So seriously, the plan for automation is absolutely huge, and you're gonna love it. And I really can't wait to announce it. It's gonna be sometime early next year, very, very early next year. So stay tuned, and I really can't wait. So this is one of the things you should expect, one of the major features that you should expect. But another feature that is coming very, very soon is activities log, which basically will allow you to finally know what's going on in your workspace. You'll be able to have a comprehensive activities log on your tasks, projects, invoices, contracts, and your entire workspace as well. So you can see what's everyone doing, when, and how. For example, it's super helpful when you want to know how many times your client has opened your invoice. Where did they open it from? How long did they stay on it? And things like that. So it will give you a better idea of how to interact with clients. If they're not paying you, you can know, if they actually seen the invoice or opened the proposal or not. And you can know how many times and when. I can't wait for this feature. It's pretty much done, and we're polishing it up right now and should be ready very, very early next year. And then, obviously, with the new inbox. So these are the 3 main features you should expect within the coming couple of months or so. And our plan for 2022, yes, is really, really, really big. And hence we've grown our team. So now we have 4 developers. In fact, no, 5 developers. Yeah, we have 5 developers going to be fully working on this. And bear in mind, they're not just any developers. They're the best of the best. So expect things to be deployed so quickly and in a great shape as well, because now we have a whole beta testing phase as well. So Plutio is more reliable than ever. So some of the things you should expect next year are financial tools. So this is transactions, partial payments, tips. You know, if you want to basically allow your client to give you a tip when an invoice is paid, bookkeeping and things like that. So the whole financials that you would actually need to really run your business and know the health of your business. You know, your expenses, how much money you're making, how much money you're losing, and connecting your bank accounts and so on. And after that, we're also going to be launching a CRM, which allows you, using the form feature that we have, to collect leads, funnel them into the CRM, take them through a funnel that you decide and you customize, and then convert them into clients, potentially into projects, and send the proposals and invoices all from one platform. And then we're going to work on some marketing tools, which will allow you to basically, you know, let's say ditch MailChimp and any other tools. So because you will be able to send emails, automated emails, or one-off campaigns to your clients, or segments within your Plutio workspace. It's going to be super powerful. And these are just some of what we're working on next year, but I would like to really ask you to go on features.plutio.com and vote for features you want Plutio to work on next year, because as soon as the team comes back from the holidays, so as soon as 2022 starts, we're going to have a huge team meeting, and we're going to go through that features board, and we're going to try and see the most voted for features and then try and bring them into our roadmap for 2022. So although we have an idea of what we want to build and achieve in 2022, we also want you to vote. We want you to shape the future with us. So make sure you vote and make sure you choose which features you really want and really help you in the next year, so we can include it in our roadmap for 2022. So this is your chance to go on our features board and vote for the features you really want us to work on. And this is the only way for us to include it in our roadmap for next year. So don't forget to do that. So that's really pretty much it. You know, we've gone through the stats of how amazingly Plutio has done, the numbers, and we've gone through some of the features that we released over the last year, and I've showcased the 3 new features that you have access to right now, and I gave you an idea of where we will be hitting next year and some of the features that you should expect in the next couple of months. And just something to bear in mind, the entire team is going to be on a holiday from the 24th of December to the 3rd of next year, so January. So we're going to try and plan things ahead. So we're going to try and be around for it to support you, but please bear in mind the team's going to be very, very slow during this time. Now, I think it's time for me to stop talking and let you talk. So ask me anything you want about whatever we have right now, all the features we have, or our vision for 2022. And I'm here for the next half an hour or so to answer any questions you might have. Actually, I will take a quick break, give you some time to also brainstorm these questions and bring them my way. See you in a second. I'm back. Okay, so what questions do you have for me? Let's go back to the top. I'm afraid we won't be able to give any estimates on any of these features, but trust me, the team has grown significantly and still growing. So you should really see things moving very, very, very fast, faster than before. And we actually been working super fast before as well, compared to the normal speed of the industry. So expect things to be finished quite rapidly, but not ATAs, I'm afraid. AppSumo was our last lifetime deal. We're not doing any more of these. No. Yeah, we will have a sales pipeline. Thank you, Crystal, for being such an amazing person and for joining and for being part of Pluto's journey from the very beginning. Scheduler syncs with Google Calendar, yes. So honestly, we don't plan to charge you for new features. You will have access to automations. You will have access to the new features we deploy. You will not be charged to add marketing tool or to add a CRM or to add a new inbox or to add automation. You will not be charged. However, there might be add-ons to increase limits. So if certain actions cost us money to run, we will give you a very reasonable limit, but we might have an add-on for a very small fee to increase it if you need it. And we don't expect many people to reach that limit. So it's just for whoever really using it so much to a level where they're just exceeding that limit. So you will not be charged. We're not really planning to charge you for new features that we're going to be adding. No. So the block time from calendar in a new task, it basically allows you, so because now you have a scheduler, so if you create tasks and you add deadlines and a start and end date to them, it basically allows you to block the time. So no one can book you through scheduler if you have a task with a block time turned on. That's basically it. We already have file viewer built into Plutio, but we will expand on that definitely because we're working on a new or an improved file system. Plans to go to the stock exchange? 100%. Trust me, like I can't share what we have already. We have some amazing offers on the table already. So Plutio is going some crazy places in the next couple of years, seriously. Whoever invested in Plutio through a lifetime deal or anything in the last couple of years, it just sit and wait and see how amazing the future, what the future holds, because it's going to be absolutely amazing. It's an absolutely amazing journey to be part of. Absolutely. Adding subscriptions to proposal has something we've been trying to do for a very long time, but we've been really struggling with because it is so complicated. But trust me, we are still on it. It's not off the plans, it's on the plan still. We're still working on it. Yes, the marketing and CRM to be not only rival to HubSpot, but so powerful that small businesses and freelancers has never seen that sort of kind of powerful tools before. It's usually, designed for enterprise level, but we're going to bring this enterprise level tools to you. Okay, I think this concludes our session for today. Once again, honestly, thank you so much for being part of Plutio. Thank you for trusting us. And I assure you, Plutio is going nowhere, but not to the moon, to the Mars and the planets beyond. We're actually planning, we're about to launch a completely new brand. So Plutio is being rebranded right now. So we are moving from the startup phase into the billion-dollar company phase. So you will expect some major changes in the next month or so. Plutio will be way more reliable, more secure than ever. It will truly have the complete suite of tools that you need, and it will be more cost-effective than any of the setups you've ever had before. So trust me when I say Plutio is going places, and you going places with it as well. So again, thank you so much for trusting us. Thank you so much for being here today. And if you need anything at all, you can always reach us via the live chat button inside the app, or the Facebook community, or Twitter. Yeah, and I'm just so happy to be here, and I'm so happy to see what we are going to be working on together in the next year. So thank you again, and have a wonderful holiday, and I